What's going on, Kali Vegans, and welcome to another weekly training for the Kali Vegan Facebook group, helping vegan men building muscle. Today we're going to talk about what are the best supplements that I use and I suggest in order to build muscle, because one of the things that you'll be shocked about is that I do not promote the use of protein powders. Protein powders is actually something that I don't suggest using because it's not needed. Hello, Valentin. Welcome in. If you have any questions as we go, feel free to put them in the chat. So supplements can be very useful into a diet and help you support your health and your fitness goals, but for sure they are overlooked. Because for example, something that I hear often from from beginners that start a training journey is what protein powder I should get, like it goes together. And this is something that I did too. When I started training, start getting results, and I wanted to start protein shakes and protein powder, but I realize now that the reason why I wanted to do that was just mainly related to the marketing that have been done around it, and I saw other people taking it, but now I know that it's not necessary. So talking about protein powders, you can actually use them. I never use protein powders. Like sometimes, like maybe twice per year, I would buy a box of protein powder just because I don't even know why I do it. Probably for the same reason why I was doing it in the beginning, because it's marketing. Because then I realized that I don't really like having a shake. I prefer real food. So again, when can you use protein powder? I think one of the moments when it actually makes sense to have a protein shakes, or even not a protein shake, like maybe some other kind of shakes that also have other minerals and nutrients inside, maybe a little bit higher in calories, is when you are this kind of person that actually struggles to eat enough calories. So drinking calories, it's a good trick. It's going to allow you to hit your caloric target, without feeling too full or feeling that you're eating a quantity of food. And in general, like protein powder, for example, can just be an easy meal. Like if you are traveling and you are in a situation where you're struggling to follow your nutrition, it might be good to have a protein shake, just to make sure that you're hitting your protein. But again, it's not something that I suggest. You see, all of these tips about when to use protein powder that I'm giving you are kind of abstract, right? I never actually have protein powder. So the takeaway from here is don't buy protein powders. I think that's the takeaway. I'm honest. Like, I don't suggest the use of protein powder at all. I want to be honest with you in what I do, and I don't take protein powder. So why should I suggest the use of protein powder when I don't think is needed? Right? So the next one is going to be creatine. Creatine instead, I think it's stupid not to take it, because it's one of the most studied supplement, and the benefits are not like protein benefits, right? Because studies on protein are not biased. They are true. Like, they shows increase in protein synthesis and blah blah blah. But I think they don't consider they don't consider the everything that comes with building muscle. Like let's say the same person with the same genetics, they start training, they train hard for 5 years, and one takes 1.2 grams of protein per day, per kilogram, and the other is 1.6 grams of protein per kilograms. Is there going to be a real change in the muscle growth over 5 years time when both get strong, both train hard? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And because and that's it. On the other side, creatine has been shown to improve energies, brain function, and it also makes you look a little bit bigger. Why does it make you look a little bigger? Basically because creatine it's used to recreate a molecule that's called adenosine triphosphate, and you have creatine attached to phosphate, and by having more creatine you have more of this molecule that's allowing you to produce power and strength, meaning that this is going to give you a little bit of extra energies and strength during your workout. And I personally feel it. I've been progressing with and without creatine, but definitely when I started or I quit creatine, I kind of saw a little decrease in what I could do in my workouts. So studies and my experience say that creatine is a must. It's just stupid not to take creatine if it gives you these benefits without any side effect. It's very safe. What else about creatine? Size. So taking creatine is going to help you build muscle, mainly because it gives you these extra energy and strength during the workout. So over time you're probably going to be able to progress a little bit faster. When it comes to the direct effect from creatine in being more muscular, that's also happening because creatine is stored with water as well. So you're going to have more water in your muscle, and that's going to make you look a little bit more rounded, more muscular. You're probably going to weigh 1 to 2 extra kilograms just from having creatine, but that's it. It stops there. So creatine, great supplements, guys. If you're looking for like the brand, I'm not huge there neither. I just buy whatever. What I know is that there is this brand that's called Creapure. Let me show it to YouTube too. So we have Creapure. Is basically makes sure that there is no tests on animals, so they are 100% vegan. Okay, so that's why I buy Creapure labeled creatine. Okay, but with that said, like most creatine is actually vegan because they do it in labs. All right. What else do we have? Amino acids, this is something that's also a lot talked about from personal trainers. Honestly, amino acids are protein, right? So all they're doing with amino acid is making sure that they choose the best amino acids related to muscle growth. But again, I think food is enough. You don't need that. You definitely don't need it. You want to minimize the amount of supplements that you take. It doesn't. What are you fucking? Otherwise, you be like a 60 or 80-year-old with all the diseases in the world, waking up in the morning taking 1,000 pills, 1,000 powders. I don't know. Real food is enough, guys. Real food is enough, and then there are small things that you can do, but I would minimize them. So omega-3 fatty acids. This is often suggested because, again, I am not expert. I'm not a nutritionist. Okay, so when it comes to omega-3, good fats help you with your hormones, having a stable because hormones are stored in fat too. But omega-3 and 6s can be can be um, can be integrated through food as well, through seeds and through nuts. The best choice would be hemp seed, flax seeds, or even a mixture of seeds. So you are you have a variety of them to your diet. That's also great. Like I like hemp seeds because they actually taste good. You know, the other seeds are more like a bunch of fibers put together. They don't really do anything to the food. But hemp seed, I like them. So omega-3, I don't think it's necessary neither. Um, vitamin vitamin D, guys, it's serious stuff. So I know most of you is from the UK. That's just because my targeting in my Facebook ads work best there in the UK. So most of you should be in the UK. Take your vitamin D because you don't get enough sun there. Okay. Humans are naturally coming from Africa. That's a lot of sun there. Not enough sun in the UK, and I suggest you take vitamin D all year. It doesn't matter if you get out on the sun, just take vitamin D. You know, I've been living in the UK, I've been living in Malaga, and you just feel this strength of the sun here. You know, that's something that you don't get in the UK. Like in the UK, even during summertime, the sun is like it's not working. You don't feel it on your skin. So let me know in the comment if you agree about this. And so vitamin D, absolutely take your vitamin D, especially if you are in the UK. If you are in sunny Malaga, you know, you probably don't need it. If you are in a very sunny country and you spend time outside, perhaps shirtless, you probably don't need to supplement vitamin D. But personally, I do take vitamin D as well during, like, especially winter, because anyway I am often indoor. You know, I work creating content indoor. I work my clients everything online, so sometimes I do not get that much sunlight, so I prefer to supplement with vitamin D. I also listen to a podcast. The podcast is from a guy called Huberman. He's a professor in science and interviews other experts, and they were saying that to actually get enough vitamin D, you know, to your body to produce enough vitamin D, you need to get pretty burn from the sun every day. So you need to get quite a lot of sun. So it's good to supplement just to make sure. And other supplements, guys, like iron. I want to bring up iron because it's a fear among the vegan community, but the reality is, like, there is plenty of iron in a vegan diet. You know, just as long as you eat your legumes, you know, iron is in almost everything, like especially vegetables. But if you definitely don't need to supplement iron unless you have some special requirement. But yeah, iron is absolutely not needed. So what else? B12. B12. Don't miss your B12. Take your B12. Okay, very important. It's the only thing that we don't get in a vegan diet, and that's just because it comes from bacteria, from dirt. You know, that's why omnivores get their B12, because they eat decomposing animal body parts, and menstruation from chickens. So that's how they get their B12 from that dirt. And so we as vegan don't do that. Our especially because also the food we buy, vegetables and fruits, is sanitized, so you cannot naturally get B12, but you can get vegan B12 easily. I think we covered the supplements. Again, like, supplements is something to kind of optimize your diet. This is probably I am not saying that this is all you need. There is probably some supplement that can optimize your health, your long-term health, your energy. I believe that, but I also believe that healthy habits, training, cardio, movement throughout the day, prioritizing fruits and vegetable, whole foods into your diet, drinking enough water, getting sunlight, and there's probably a few more on the list, doing stretching. These make you an healthy individual, and if you do these things, you live a healthy, amazing life. You feel great, you want to have sex, you look great, and you don't need much else. With that said, again, if you go to a nutritionist and the guy makes sense, and you think there are other supplements, actually let me know in the comments if you have knowledge about other supplements that you think perhaps are needed. I don't think there's anything else that actually needed, but if you think that something makes sense about any other supplements, I'm curious to hear from you. But again, I'm a supporter of real life actions, training and good nutrition, also reducing unhealthy habits. Of course, it's very important as well. You want to say something fun. This is something that I've learned doing on my business, and like kind of learning about marketing. You don't know who's lying to you when it comes to these supplement companies, because all they've done in the past, I guess now it's a bit more difficult to do, or maybe not, I don't know, but all they've done in the past is saying, do you feel tired? This is the supplements that you need, because there is these things that are going to help you do this in the body. And like they're just being motherfuckers and doing that, like that's a very, very easy marketing to do, that then in the end will not work, because if that's the thing, if everything else is not in place, supplements will not substitute healthy eating and the training habits. Let me know if you agree with these. And because, as I said before, supplements are there to optimize. Supplements are not magic pill. Supplements can be there to optimize your results, to optimize your health, right? But this, at the end of the day, is something new. Supplements, right? Like humans function also without supplements. Okay, thanks for watching the live, guys. I hope you got some value out of this. Let me know in the comments if there was one of those supplements that you use, that you didn't use, that you start using. And if you need more help with your fitness, you want me to guide you through a nutrition plan and training plan, drop me a DM saying muscles, and we can have a conversation and see if I can help you through my one-on-one coaching program or my ebook. I'll see you in the next one. Hope you have an amazing day. Ciao.